pasa, cochamocha? ¿Mm? Cachamocha. La amo a mi gatita. Bueno, nada más que decir. Buena gente, hoy vamos a continuar con la Misión Trazacaminos de Honkai Star Rail. Ahí la tengo con la continuación Trazacaminos y es Misión Trazacaminos. Hoy vamos a estar con Amphoreus 3.1, la vamos a dejar como... Vamos a continuar donde lo hemos dejado. Vamos a ver acá, creo que hay acá algo nuevo. El librito, a ver, ¿qué hay de nuevo, viejo? Tel, ¿qué te pasa? Parece muy cansado, estás enfermo y te toqué la frente. Los lunes siempre me estresan, sí, hoy es lunes. Oh, de verdad, ánimo, todo el mundo debe hacer boletas. Inténtalo. Pero no estás bien, si odias los lunes, Estel, puedo pasar el lunes contigo, escuchar tu queja y te contaré historias. Ok. Tenemos... Escribir historia. Tenemos uno. Fuiste testigo del pasado del príncipe heredero Cremos. Ahora coloca... Ok. El rostro de alguien aparece en tus ojos. Almiremos. Polis del mundo, ¿por qué tanta adversión? Ok. Cerramos un cacho, ya tenemos uno más para Mideimos. El camino de Buscallamas se ha iluminado. ¿Sabes que lo que hay mucho rumor sobre Mideimos? Hay un montón de historias de esos hombres. ¿Sabes así todos los príncipes? ¿Quién es más fuerte? Él o Final. ¿Cómo tuvo ese poder? Te lo cuento, pero es un secreto. Me costó mucho entrarme, así que no puedes hablar nada más. ¿De acuerdo, Estel? Dice que fue mediante un entrenamiento muy riguroso. Cada día tenía que dar 10.000 vueltas alrededor de la ciudad sagrada, hacer 10.000 sentadillas, 10.000 de peso muerto y muchas otras 10.000 veces. Dejas un paraguas, Puchman. Eso no es cierto. ¿Cómo estás segura? Aunque hay tantos rumores sobre Mideimos, si todos fueran ciertos, ¿no creo que ni siquiera tendría tiempo para comer? No sé quién andaría fundido de libre. Pero todo es misterioso, ¿verdad? Cerramos el libro. Y nos saga de los seres Amphoreus. A ver. Trillilla del destino, héroe sin nombre. Ah, tengo que leerlo. Bueno. Recompensa del autor. A ver. Epopeyas compuestas 1. Ajá. Son demasiadas epopeyas, Epopeya el marino, soy Rulo. Creo que las tengo que leer, ¿no? Para así desbloqueo lo coso. Bueno. Bueno. A ver. Lo habíamos dejado con mi day, ¿no?
Since which day did he become known as mighty? His strength rivals all lands, but the man pays it no heed. For only the authority of a king can end another king.
Me voy a mutear así no
Only
escuchan.
strife can end
Mastica las
strife.
galletitas.
The torrent of conquest crosses the barrens, yet with homeland's blood, it is destined to be stained. None dare to shake his hand in greeting, for his hands burn as the blazing sun, soaked in the might of the flames. What a mighty feat it is. In the aftermath of defeat, the man digs graves for the deceased soldiers, burying thousands with his own hands. In that fight, he crushed all invading blades with his fists. A body immortal may never fall, but tears of pain in his heart still flow.
His years of drifting made him detest water's waves.
They say that is the reason he's so unwilling to weep. But in Idonia's blizzards he once did cry, a tear shed among the storm and frost that bloomed into a lily stained with blood. Like his undying body, the flower never wilts. In time, the entire world will turn to ash. This haughty man shall be the one to leave behind the world's final beauty. Unlike his kin, those patterns are carved with his blood. A matter so suspicious, it stirs the ambitions of the mundane.
A blade that can cut through the mighty must be enough to slay gods.
The people to this day still seek it. Yet, it is simply a tradition he follows closely. Do not let your enemy notice that you're bleeding, and thus convince them that you are someone unsurpassed. The stories of the past forged his body.
Apart from Kremnos' traditions, what do you have left?
The white-haired friend once asked. The man goes silent and still, his gaze burning into the horizon, looking for a distant past. In his days of wandering, this same question was asked by thousands upon thousands, and he never denied.
That is why I walk on this path.
Sí. Me parece que tengo que leer estas epopeyas para desbloquear cosas. Mira, ya bloqueé una constelación para la Trazacaminos. Se obtiene el objeto de historia por 2, sí, sí. Tengo que leer otras 2, 60. Después otra 8, 60. A ver, ¿cuántas tengo que para leer? Obviamente no la voy a leer todas. Tengo 2 de Trivi, pucha. Uno de Fainon. No me deja volver atrás del todo, o sea. Aglaea. Aglia. De 2 de Aglaea, sí, sí. Pero quiero volver atrás, no quiero volver al principio. ¿Y la Costa Rica? Una de Costa Rica. Bueno, a ver, aguarden que necesito abrir a mi gatita que quiere salir. Ahora aguarden. Listo, ya estamos, continuamos. Así que bueno. Sí, todo listo. Bueno. Habíamos quedado en hacer consuelo a las familias del Soto de Naxagoras. Tengo que ir por acá. Un poquito lagueado me anda. No sé por qué. Eso que, a ver. Déjame ver algo si no tengo nada abierto. Me produzca tilteos. A ver, el LOL debería estar cerrado. Riot Client, ahí está, listo, chao. Luego, a ver, alguna cosa más que tenga que cerrar. No está abierto el Chrome, no está abierto nada más. Listo, no debería estar tildándose. Bueno, continuamos. Bueno, aquí estamos. He ido para el otro lado. A ver, ¿qué vendes vos? Otro lejano. ¿Esto cómo se obtienen? Unas galletitas explorando Amphoreus. ¡Ay! No me digas. No. Empecemos.
Hello. And you are?
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, you are Kalinicus' wife.
Yes. Oh, are you a messenger? No wonder I haven't heard any news for so long. There's been a change in personnel, hasn't there?
Ma'am, Kalinicus passed away a few days ago, defending the Grove against the Black Tide.
So... did he manage to defend the grove?
Huh?
Yes. He managed to protect Cersei's core flame, at the cost of his life.
I see. I'll select some of his possessions and pick a nice resting place for him.
Please let us know if you need any help, ma'am.
I come from Kremnos. Death and sacrifice are things I've learned to face with composure. You know, Callinicus, even though he was a scholar, he'd always ask me to teach him how to fight whenever he came back. Isn't it funny that a Chrysos heir like him wants to learn from an ordinary person like me? I've been prepared for this for a long time. In times like these, any ordinary goodbye might just turn out to be a final farewell.
I'm really sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I was once a warrior, and I'll find my way back to the battlefield someday. With the coming coronation of the new king of Kremnos, I'll take up my lance against the creatures of the Black Tide and seek vengeance for my husband.
Qué anticlimático la tacita flotando después de una muerte. Bueno, vamos a la siguiente. ¿Y tú qué eras?
Oh, hello, young ones. Is there anything I can help you with?
Are you the father of Keinani and Artakama?
Ah, yes. Did my daughters cause trouble at school again? Alas, forgive this old brain of mine. Both of my daughters graduated long ago, and they are now scholars at the Grove. As I get older... What's the matter, young one? Why so quiet? Did my daughters really get into some trouble? If they refuse to apologize, just let me know. Their old dad can still talk some sense into them.
What should we do? I really can't tell him.
No me preguntes a mí, estoy a punto de llorar.
Mr. Fabio. The Black Tide took Keinani and Artakama.
What?
They fought until their last breath against the Black Tide to defend the Grove. As the Chrysos heir stationed at the Grove, I failed to protect them. Mr. Fabio, if you're upset...
Don't put it that way. Even if my Artakama wasn't one of the Chrysos heirs mentioned in the prophecy, she was still a heroine, wasn't she?
Mirá, hasta el botón me dice F, F en el chat, así que bueno. Continuando, vamos con solo la última.
What's Dad talking about?
What's wrong? I'm busy. There's a lot going on in the city and I've got my hands full.
Mister, we're sorry to bother you, but...
No, wait, Lady Casters, did Lady Aglaia send you because of some mistake I made at work?
Keep your cool, Titus. I'm Anaxagoras from the Grove of Epiphany, and a colleague of your father, Old Titus. A few days ago, your father passed away.
Wait, what? My old man died? That's no shocker. At his age, he was due for the River of Souls any time. Just up and left me behind. That old man. I've been telling him for ages to stay in the Holy City and enjoy his retirement. But no, he just had to go off to that grove and mess around with those scholars. Still wouldn't budge after all those arguments. That stubborn old thing. I already got him a retirement home and was waiting for him to come around. All my effort is wasted now, and he didn't even give me a chance to say goodbye. That bull-headed old man, stubborn as a mule.
That is it. That's all the colleagues' families that I remember.
Good work, Miss. And Professor Anaxa.
Let's go. Take me to see Aglaya.
All right. I'll lead the way.
Bueno, vamos.
Miss Castoris, my lady, you're back.
Hello. We have an important matter to discuss with Lady Aglaya. May we trouble you to inform her of our presence?
My apologies, Miss Castoris.
Lady
Lady Aglaya has just informed me that she has no time to receive anyone at the moment.
That's just great. She refuses to even see me. Answer me this, friend. Did Aglaya order you to take me directly to prison?
Who are you?
Please don't jest. It's possible that she really is busy. Let's wait here a moment, and I'll try to contact her using the slate.
Al grupo de WhatsApp. A ver si. No, todavía me quedo comida. Bueno. Adiós, que te cansan esas ejercicios. Bueno. Al grupo de Estel. Estoy al tanto de la situación en el Soto. Agradezco enormemente sus esfuerzos que superan cualquier palabra de gratitud. Sin embargo, la situación es complicada y han surgido varios asuntos en la ciudad sagrada que requieren mi atención. Lamento no poder recibirlos personalmente. Además, después del largo viaje necesitan descansar. En cuanto a los detalles de lo ocurrido, lo vamos a discutir mañana. Entendido. Por el estilo de escritura debe ser el sastre. Sastre, transmite esto a la dama Aglaya. Mensaje recibido. Hoy descansaremos. Le deseamos lo mejor. Claro. El emoji de Aglaya. Aglaya.
It's fortunate we don't have to confront that woman while I'm hauling around this sick body. Castoris, and this friend I haven't gotten the chance to know. I'll take my leave for today. That Titan made a myriad of adjustments on their own. My head still aches from that. I don't want to stay a second longer in this noisy city if I can.
Please be careful. Akama isn't the grove. This place
is covered by her golden threads. I know. That woman is extremely confident I won't escape her grasp. Don't worry. As I said before, I'll mind my behavior.
Miss, so many unexpected things happened on our journey to the Grove. We truly had no intention of putting you in danger,
Amo el peligro.
let alone face the Black Tide head on.
Los problemas son viejos amigos míos. Volvimos con vida cuánto Alberto por lo menos uno.
The Black Tide is not just an enemy of Akama, but all of Amphoreus. Even back when the forces of strife coveted the Holy City, their warriors still undeniably halted the Black Tide outside Castrum Kremnos. Nigador's core flame now sits vacant, and the Black Tide has returned. The Grove is an academic city with the best understanding of the Black Tide. It shouldn't have fallen so easily, and yet it was taken overnight, leaving the city in blood and tears, haunted by the spirits of departed heroes. The trial of strife is imminent. I pray Mighty will be able to steel his resolve soon. Lady Trebe once traveled across thousands of cities in Amphoreus to repel the Black Tide. But even they have no recollection of this powerful enemy in all their journeys. Perhaps the fall of strife has triggered even more terrifying events in unseen places. As for me, I detected a strong stench of death from that entity. But it wasn't because it had a connection with Thanatos. I'm afraid it's purely because it has sent countless others to their deaths. Speaking of Thanatos, Miss, there is something else I wish to verify with you. You must have an idea of the curse I bear by now. I was born as the shadow of death, a poison shunned by all living beings. Yet when you caught me in the grove, I'm curious why you weren't affected by my power.
Es simple, porque tengo el estelaron. Lo veo por completo hasta que lo mencionaste. Tal vez aún no ha hecho efecto, ya estoy acostumbrado, soy especial. Ahora que lo menciono, creo que pasó lo mismo en el vórtice.
My apologies for the abrupt question. For all my life, I've always wondered, what is my connection to death? And why am I inextricably linked to Thanatos? Miss, you must be tired after being on the move these past few days. Please set aside the tragedy at the Grove for now, and rest for the day.
Okay.
Castris is right. I should get some rest. Mem is probably exhausted too. She hasn't made a peep. I wonder how Dan Hung has been holding up these past few days.
Miss, you must be tired after being...
Dice lo mismo. El guardia.
My apologies, Miss Castris. Lady Aglaya has just informed me that she has no time to receive anyone at the moment.
Bueno, vamos a terminar el día. Uy, pim. Vamos. Este fue rápido, Yo tenía entendido que esta parte es cortita. Bueno, hay parte cortita del capítulo anterior.
He looks like he's been well.
Yo sabía que era larguísimo. Pero bueno, esta es más cortita. Bueno, las que vienen son más cortitas. Hola, Van Heng.
Ah, long time no see. I've heard about what happened from Finan. You've been through a lot.
Te extrañé tanto, mi
It seems you took things pretty hard.
¿Qué hiciste mientras no estaba?
I was organizing logs. I also asked Hyacinth for some research material from the Grove. I discovered something interesting. Do you remember that Amphoreus' sky was sealed away by a titan? Aquila's presence keeps this world isolated from the rest of the world beyond the sky. It seems Hyacinth's ancestors were the sky priests who worshipped Aquila. Perhaps she can give us more clues to find a way back to the Astral Express. Nothing out of the ordinary happened in the Holy City in the past few days. I didn't have to talk to anyone either. It was kind of nice spending time alone. After what happened at the Grove, there's sure to be unrest in the coming days. We should rest for now.
Y sí, debemos hacerlo.
You look tired. You should get some sleep before we set off tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I heard some rumors. If you're going to wander around, I suggest avoiding the hot bath.
¿Por qué? Cambiando las perspectivas. Ah, juego con Trivi ahora. Ok. Trivi. Hace algún tiempo en el Palacio de Mármol.
Trian?
What's wrong? Is there trouble at the Grove?
Yes, I sensed something. It was fleeting, but very strong. It feels like they're in some big trouble. Trian used the Century Gate again.
Can you see what's actually happening?
No, it's fuzzy like always. But the enemy's aura has disappeared. Maybe they've moved to a safe place?
Let's hope that it's just a false alarm. We should place our trust in her and Caster's teacher. They will keep Trian safe.
Aggie, you're talking like we're little kids.
¿Y no lo son?
One day, Trian will reach her limit, and Trebi will take on the role of gatekeeper from her. We are all aware of that. I am just a little concerned about her state of mind. Trian was already unable to speak, even in short sentences when they left. We want to say a proper goodbye at the very least.
I will pray with you.
Thanks. And Aggie, it looks like we will need you to come with us to the baths this time to unwind. It feels like neither of us have laughed for a long while. It's time to head out with the west wind!
Okay.
All right.
El personaje de la historia. Ah, ya puedo usar a Trivi.
Here's really hot and
Pero
heavy.
me quedo con el que tengo.
Has it always been like this?
Oye, tanta vuelta para dar.
Is someone injured over there?
Estos de los cositos para el sastre debería buscarlo en internet porque son re escaseados.
What happened here?
Watch out! Watch out! For the Cremnoan!
Cremnoan? This is their doing?
Aggie, now's not the time to dwell on that. Let's help the injured people first.
Excuse me, coming through. Oh, you two are here as well.
Bárbara. Arre.
Even the Twilight Courtyard is involved? What in the world happened here?
I actually just came to relax. But as soon as I got here, I saw all these people lying on the ground. I've examined them, and they don't seem to be seriously ill. It feels like they've just spent too much time in the hot water.
Multiple individuals fainting simultaneously from the hot pool steam? Where is the manager of the Bobs?
He disappeared, and no one knows where he's gone to. Some people have been saying that the Cremnoans are behind this. Lady Aglaya, what do you think about this?
Let these people rest. The two of you, please come with me.
Have you thought of something, Aggie?
Yes. While their intentions elude me, it's time to bring this farce to a close.
Ok, vamos a continuar. Intenta comprender lo que está sucediendo.
This many people?
Who in the world?
This is all you can do, huh? Pitiable deliverer.
¿Mi day? What? What?
Snowy! Even Snowy!
The culprit is Mightimos. Oh.
Dee, what did you do to everybody?
It's just another duel where I claimed victory.
Duel?
As I expected. On the surface, these two are the mightiest warriors in the Holy City, but they're still impulsive youths at heart. Speak up, Mighty. Tell us exactly what kind of foolishness you and Finan indulged in this time.
Hace poco tiempo. Ah.
No, none of those sound right. Forget it. Am I seeing things? Is the magnificent deliverer finally deigning to step outside? What kind of response is that?
Nothing. I was just imitating your usual response. I don't feel anything special from you. Have you passed the demigod trial?
The ritual hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't been that long since I pulled you out of the trial.
I didn't forget.
Then, you're welcome.
In twilight's last gleam, Akama stands bold. From walls sturdy, tales untold. Dreaming of her fruitful gardens, pilgrims arrive from distant lands. Figs and olives, oh so grand. Yet little do they know that they will step into flames, fuel to the fire, a burning brand.
Se me atoró el mouse. Ahí. Ahí está.
What are you playing at this time?
I just felt like reciting a few lines of poetry. Surely the Crown Prince of Kremnos knows how to appreciate poetry, right?
Kremnoans steer clear of such weak literature. But my library doesn't lack collections of this kind.
These lines express the poet's yearning for their home, just as Akama is distant from many people's homes.
I know how to interpret poetry, Haikis.
Haikis. Invergüenza.
There's no point in pretending to be profound, my friend. Thank you for helping me out when I was in a tight spot, but it seems to me that you aren't prepared for the trial either.
Don't compare your situation with mine. My people are still relying on me. I can't ascend to godhood on my own without first resolving their issues.
So, are you suggesting that you, the mighty Mightimos, and the heir to the throne of Kremnos, wish to defy tradition that has endured among your people for millennia?
Still thinking about what I should do.
Never mind. It's probably not my place to offer you counsel. An idea does strike me, though.
Go ahead. Let's see what terrible ideas you've come up with this time.
Maybe we both need to relieve some stress. Come, Mightimos, let's recommence our previous competition. This time, we'll see who can stay in a super hot bath for longer. What? Are you chickening out?
The phrase chickening out does not exist in the Kremnoan language. I just find the situation absurd, that's all. All-knowing historian, are you not aware that we Kremnoans use boiling water from sword forging for our baths? Looks like I'll have to teach you some royal etiquette today.
Ya veo dónde va la cosa.
An unprecedented sauna battle commences! With unparalleled resolve, the two warriors' determination even alters the very hue of the steam. Flames intertwine with scalding vapor, reaching toward the heavens, shrouding the sky and the sun. The spectacle is so magnificent that none dare gaze upon it directly. Since we can't see what's happening in the competition, why don't I regale you with a tale of kings to pass the time? Do you recall the legend of the Gorgo lion mentioned by a certain veteran? The central figure, the main character, was not the sole sovereign of that land. An oryx stood as its formidable rival, long before the
dawn of Erechrysia, the two beasts started their timeless battle on the plains of Tritos. The lion regarded the oryx as its food, while the oryx perceived the lion as a scornful, oppressive, and challenging barrier that it swore to topple with its antlers. For tens of thousands of years, without respite, the two creatures thus continued their relentless pursuit and rivalry.
Uy, ¿qué pasó?
It fixated on its rival's fleeing form in the chase. It set its sights on the other's neck, nearly within reach. It was stuck. It had nowhere to escape. On the land of Amphoreus, some lives meet their end at dusk, some at dawn, and yet others are fated to perish under the blistering sun at noon.
Chau, miren lo largo que es, dale. Mira. Esto es el juego.
And at last, the most scorching moment of the day descended upon them. The formidable hand of fate heeded their call and arrived!
My lords, would you like me to reduce the temperature a little?
What? You're chickening out already?
Get lost. Are you asking me to get lost, or... whatever. Oh, please, forgive my presumptuousness, my lords.
La cara que pone Yasin. Son dos pelotudos.
What a spectacle of folly.
This is what you get for daring to challenge a Kremnoan without understanding your own place.
What I'm saying is, your little game dragged down quite a few innocent souls alongside you.
We will personally escort back home the customers left awestruck by our formidable presence.
This isn't fair.
Y queda con el dedito así, como reconociendo al jefe tribal. Arre.
You're wearing way less than I am.
Pues quítatela.
Is this the latest trend now? Getting into the baths while dressed in full armor?
Don't look at me like that. It was he who challenged me. There is no word for flee in the Kremnoan language.
Very well. Let us bring this farce to a close, shall we? Warriors, it is time to get moving.
Después de recuperarse, Faino inmediatamente contra los bañistas desmayados por el lugar. Idiotas. Bueno, tanto da... Ahí está. Esta vez Faino se lleva una ajustada victoria con una ventaja de 27 a 25 en número de viajes como escolta. Dale con la competencia.
Alas, the flame chase journey is destined to be a lengthy one, replete with obstacles.
But thanks to those two, all the gloom has vanished into thin air. Oh, we just had quite the commotion. It's not every day we find the Marmoreal Palace this serene. Shall we continue with our previous plans? Hyacinth, would you care to join us?
Such an empty bath is indeed a rare sight. I was looking forward to unwinding after work. I'd be delighted to accept your invitation, Lady Treeby.
How about we go to the biggest bath?
Date un baño, ok. A todos los otakus le dices. Arre.
Check. The water temperature feels just perfect.
So, how is the feeling of having the entire bath to yourselves?
It's so good.
Pues ya tengo miniatura, gracias. Aguarden, aguarden. Abro el paint. Pimba, recortar. Listo, ya tengo la miniatura para el video de hoy. Continuando.
But, Lady Treeby, aren't you going to soak in the bath with us?
we will have to pass. After all, we've become children.
Entonces, ¿son niños o no son niñas? Apenas digo, no me trate como una niña. Ahora me decís, somos niñas. Decidite de una vez.
Please understand that she can no longer endure the heat of this pool due to the blessings of Yanis.
Oh. Are you curious about us, Hyacinth?
I am, but something tells me that it might be better to change the topic.
Don't get all nervous. It's not something we can't discuss. The truth is, a long, long time ago, we were a mature adult just like Aggie. Then, because of reasons, we inherited Yanis's divinity and gained the power of passage. And in return, the price we had to pay was the splitting of our soul.
Each opening of the Century Gate intensifies the strain on Treeby and the others. They are gradually regressing towards infancy, both in body and mind.
We don't know what awaits us at the end either, but anyway, that's why we've turned into children.
In that case, when you opened that giant Sentry Gate above Akuma during the battle against Nikador...
Well, there's no way around it. We all know that the flame chase journey won't be a smooth ride.
Maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research focus of Noosporists is the soul. We explore its depletion and methods to restore dispersed souls. As long as research continues, there might be a breakthrough that can help. We will do everything we can.
So your first reaction is in fact denial. You're indeed an Access student. I look forward to your good news, Hyacinth.
Now there's another reason to look forward to tomorrow.
Lady Treeby, what's wrong?
Something's off. It's that strong feeling again. Is it Trian? Wait, no. It's not Trian this time.
Es la otra.
It's Trinan. Trinan is in danger.
I win this round of escorting the bathers home.
Competencia para todo. Quieren hacer Final y Midday.
How does one contender alone make a valid competition?
Offering a compliment or two wouldn't be the end of you, you know.
Haikas.
Sin vergüenza.
What is that word? Is that your native tongue?
It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena. By the way, you emphasize the completely wrong syllable.
Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you talk in the ancient tongue of Kremnos.
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine, but when it comes to writing...
You can write?
You speak as if you don't have a brain.
No,
se
se está burlando.
I understand. After all, you spent all your childhood wandering far from home.
Worry about yourself first, Deliverer. You also never mention your hometown, apart from when you need to introduce yourself.
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Ides Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many years ago in the flames of war. The only times I get to see it are in my dreams, and in the trial from the Lance of Fury.
I knew it.
Yes, I saw it all. Ides Elysiae ablaze with everyone. My family, friends, and my kin, lying in a sea of flames. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky, just like on that day. And before my eyes, that murderer killed Cyrene. But I saw its form this time. A black cloak, an eerie mask, and a broken giant sword that carried an ominous aura. I fought it in the trial. But even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all this time, I still couldn't defeat it.
You were blinded by hatred and almost lost yourself in that trial.
That's right. And that's why I am truly thankful to you, Mightymouse.
You finally picked up some manners. Better late than never.
Then what about you, Mighty? What did you see in that trial? What do you fear?
There is no word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
I'm getting the feeling that your language has no words at all.
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial. As well as... my old comrades. Hephaestion. Perdiccas. Ionius. Ptolemy. And Possesta. Ever since I returned from the Sea of Souls, these 5 have been by my side. We faced life and death together during our days in exile. Those 10 years were arduous, yet filled with moments worth treasuring. Each night, we would gather by the campfire, savoring honey brews and singing our hearts out. The wind in the wilds of Amphoreus smelled like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about adding goat milk to the honey brew, claiming I ruined the blood-red color of the drink. He had a scrawny figure that was a relentless force on the battlefield, dispatching foes without so much as a blink. Perdiccas was an expert in concocting medicines, delving into all those strange folk remedies. Ionius was a swift runner and our most reliable messenger. Ptolemy was a real bookworm, always spouting off in chapters and verses. When we left Kremnos, he made off with a stack of ancient tomes from the Grand Library. Not like it mattered, as my family owns the library. And then there was Possesta. He was the silent type, but a truly masterful musician.
This is the first time I've heard you mention these 5.
They died on the battlefield before the Kremnoan detachment managed to join Akuma. Perdiccas was the first to go. He was shot in the stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Ladon in the 2nd month of cultivation. In the end, his remedies mended all but himself.
Mightymouse, do not mourn. I have achieved honor by bestowing a noble death upon the enemy.
Leonius died in the 5th winter. Idonia's snowstorm lasted 3 full months. On the night of the fiercest storm, our foes launched their assault.
Idonia? Is that the city Castorus used to live in?
Yes. Those zealots were as fearless as Kremnoans in the face of death. But they lacked respect for honor. They cornered us in a bottomless swamp. Leonius covered for our retreat. They cut his legs off. He vanished into the mire of a foreign land, his body never to be recovered.
This is perfect. Mightymouse, I can finally deliver the news of you ascending the throne.
20 dusks later, we finally breached the walls of Idonia and entertained the tyrant's plea for peace. However, the rebels refused to surrender and set up an ambush within the city. Ptolemy and his cavalry met their end before they could even relish our triumph. Those obelisks that collapsed after being set on fire became their final resting place.
Mightimos, please tell my family. It was not cunning schemes that vanquished Ptolemy, but the immense weight of Amphoreus' entire history.
Then, it was Pacesta. He lured the enemies into the city of Aenionis with his melodies, buying us invaluable time. Our enemies, consumed by indignation when they discovered the trick, set the entire city and my soldiers on fire. His final words were recorded on a small clay tablet, fractured by the flames.
Mightimos, don the crown.
And at last, my most trusted friend, Hephaestion. He was supposed to stand by my side through it all. But a sudden relapse of his illness hit him on the eve of my duel against my father. He hid his condition from me. By the time I returned victorious, he had but a breath left in him.
A Kremnoan dying on a sickbed. I would be a laughingstock to everyone.
Hephaestion, my dear friend, spare your strength. I'll go get a physician.
No need. Even if Perdiccas were here, he couldn't stop destiny from taking me away.
No! None can take you away.
Mightimos, our king, do not shed tears for me. It's not befitting of your status.
Y murió.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
What a grave trial indeed. Now I understand why you see immortality as a defect, or even a curse.
Ves tus seres queridos amados morir, quieres a uno, se mueren y ves cada ciclo como un círculo vicioso.
My father threw me into the sea of souls to break the wheel of karma. But little did he realize it would grant me an immortal body and summon a fated revenge on his head. Following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland. Kremnos had already turned it into a wasteland. Only darkness and insanity thrived there. Against the dissent of many, Krateros included, I made the Kremnoan detachment stay in Akama. But I know that their glory will never be doused out. The instant of strife shall inevitably arrive.
If you take over Nikodor, then you must begin the journey back to your homeland. So, you hesitate because you think leaving your people in the Holy City is a better choice?
I don't know. But I have never been crowned. Those 5 were never endowed with any titles. None is aware of their glory.
Your predicament is truly complicated. I don't know how I can give you any useful advice. Maybe you could seek counsel from more peoples, such as the Grand Craftsman. Cartonis' peoples seem to have been through comparable dilemmas. And that teacher of yours, Krateros?
Me está doliendo la nariz.
Dee, we've got a big problem! Big problem!
Lady Triby, what's making you so flustered?
Hurry up and go save Trinan! She got abducted by Krateros!
Ah, bueno.
Krateros, what's going on?
Ah, Mightimos. It seems I was the one who exposed my vulnerabilities first.
Aglaya, I demand an explanation.
This man abducted Trinan by force and forced her to bring him to the vortex of Genesis. He then brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury, and naturally failed.
She telling the truth? Why did you do that?
Because I don't want to wait anymore. Your hesitation made me desperate. If you want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually stand up and fill in the gap left by strife. Then they will lead our people home.
Age has blinded you, teacher. Can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness seared into your blood?
Crateros, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the trial? To blaspheme against the prophecy? Does the mission we Chrysos heirs bear seem like child's play to you?
Do you know how the Kremnoans see you, Aglaya? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis and the flame-chased journey are just excuses for you to seize power.
Silence, Crateros. Do you even know what you're saying?
Are you defending this woman, Mighty Mos? How many wars did people start because of her and her so-called prophecy? How many cities fell in the past millennium, their people massacring each other? Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnoans in that new world?
Are you done talking? By agreement between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the vortex of Genesis need not be tried by the Council. I am allowed to pass judgment alone. Crateros, your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you.
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal! Someone has to resolve this conflict between the cities. Lord Crateros did not use violence to harm us. We can sense that his anxiety stems from his concern for his people's future. Please, Aglaya, hear us out first.
¿Y ahora qué?
I'm listening.
I'm sorry, Lord Crateros. We were so preoccupied with deciphering the fragments of prophecy that we neglected those of you not favored by its message. Your accusations were harsh, but justified. We wish to earn your trust, and those of the Kremnoans. I think the best way to do that is to take you to witness the source of the prophecy for yourself.
How are you going to show me something that has no form?
You've heard about that Outlander, right? She has somehow made a connection with Orynyx and can completely replicate scenes from the past. We will ask for her aid. Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate in the Temple of Yanisopolis, we will show you everything from that distant memory, Crateros.
A fair proposal. I accept.
Until then, you will be stripped of your freedom. That is my one condition, and I will brook no argument.
Voy a mutearme. ¡Ay, Dios mío! Por eso me muteo, para estornudar.
It is not the first time I've been made someone else's prisoner. Do as you please, demigod.
Teacher, why did you do this?
Forgive me, young master. But I just cannot wait any longer. Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for a day to revive Kremnos. We placed all of our hopes in you, but never received an answer.
This obsession for returning home has become a sickness for our people. Wise as you are, I refuse to believe that you can't see the truth.
You have a clear head, which is why you're also incomparably alone. A smart person can only choose to tangle himself with the mundane of this world. If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos, just as you did back then.
Ok.
A fierce fighter. I did not expect such heroism from a feeble Aquaman.
Ya tengo otra miniatura. Hay paint. Voy a abrir otro paint. Recortar, guardar. Listo. Continuando.
Fulfill your duty as the victor, warrior. And tell me your name. I seek an honorable death from you.
As if you have any honor! Listen closely. I am the leader of the Kremnoan detachment, Mighty Mos. I'm here to finish you, Father.
It's you. The beast spurned by all. So you did defy death. The prophecy was true. You will bring an end to my Kremnoan dynasty.
Defy? You're wrong. Death fears me. It's the reason I have this body of steel. As for you, you already stand at death's door, Father. You were the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls. The one who tried in vain to enslave a Titan. And the one who desecrated the body of a god. Haikis! You're a weak king. So weak that even the lowliest hyena is a more noble existence than you. And now, fate's reckoning is upon you.
Then swing your blade. Take my crown. Coronate yourself with an old king's blood. And inherit it all. Become the new rightful king of Kremnos.
No. I don't want the crown. Listen. There's only one end for the kings of Kremnos. Then the crown means nothing to me. All I want is your life. To avenge Mother and my comrades.
But the walls of Kremnos won't fall with me. Do you truly think you can escape fate's grasp, my son? You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear. Now kill me! The son of Gorgo is destined to be crowned in blood!
Kratos. He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonus might have some suggestions. Might as well go see him. Grand Craftsman, how have you been?
King of Kremnos it is. That you would come, I knew.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward you seek. Many questions you have. But before that, take this.
What's this?
A signet ring for the King of Kremnos. Belonged to your mother. Recast and restore it.
What? Mother threw it into the Sea of Souls.
A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were.
I can hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Souls. I owe you one.
Gratitude there is no need for. Repayment for saving me, this is. Questions you bring with you? Ask now.
Fate I've always denied. It's finally caught up to me. By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy. The Chrysos heirs, the Council of Elders, the Kremnoans. Even the bards who will write it all into song.
Yet hesitate still you do. Hesitate, why do you, young king?
Because of my people. Be they men, women, the elderly or children. The hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting for this day. For the day their king returns. Children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions and song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle.
This is not a good thing, you believe.
The Kremnoans have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past 1,000 years. They seek vengeance, start wars, become prosperous, and decline. How much innocent blood flowed into the River of Souls in all those years? How many needless sacrifices could we have avoided? If I accept that fate and become the totem of strife, that lead my people into repeating the same mistakes, then of course I would be terrified. I'd be terrified of becoming king.
A different kind of Kremnoan you truly are.
Cambié la perspectiva de Trivi. Pero ya estábamos en la perspectiva de Trivi. Pero creo que es porque vamos a empezar una nueva misión. Ceremonia del caprichotito de engaño. Poco después en la habitación de Trivi.
Mama! Mama! I had a dream last night.
Oh. Now what did you dream about, my darling Trebios?
Oh. Otra miniatura. Ya tengo 3.
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
Mira, si le pones una chaqueta parece Himeko.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah! The ocean and the sky were really, really dark. But there were so many of me that I wasn't scared at all because we'd all sing together. The ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers. There were bleating sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be their guests. There were so many animals on the island, but none of them ever fought.
Giannis's holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in Amphoreus.
You think so?
What's wrong, Trebios? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very tall wave made of water. When the wave smashed against the island, it looked like it was going to eat the island up. The small animals tried to chase it away, but they couldn't stop it. Then there was a bang and I woke up.
A dark wave.
Mama, does something that scary exist in real life?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphoreus. But it's very far away from our temple. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them all into monsters.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into its food. Can't we chase it away?
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper holy maiden. The divine Yanis will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden. But Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow up titans too. What do we do if even Yanis is eaten?
If that happens, then the holy maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the God of Passages, yeah?
Yeah!
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
Mama? Am I dreaming?
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your side.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too. Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl. I'm sure you remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away. I don't remember. Who am I looking for?
Your friends, who will chase the Black Tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this from my childhood? I don't remember.
Profundidad de sonido de... Ay, no, jodeme que tengo que... Interrumpir el desafío, guardar el proceso. Se desea manera el desafío sin guardarlo. No. Espera. ¿Qué pasa si me salgo? Pausar y guardar.
Is there anything interesting here? I doubt it.
Bueno. Sí, bueno. Era... Ah, no, espera. Cambiar la perspectiva, quiero cambiar la de Estel. Porque vamos a terminar el capítulo de hoy. Ahora, en un rato. Ahí está. Pero leyendo esto. Bueno, ya habíamos leído todo lo de Midday. Tenemos nuevo. ¿Quién? Es Anaxagoras, ¿no? Anaxagoras, sí. La letra lo dice todo, ¿eh? Anaxagoras. Anaxágoras. Así que bueno. Vamos a empezar. Leemos todo esto y vamos a terminar el capítulo de hoy. El turno de acompañante solito parece...
Mimem. Mimem.
Ok, cerramos el libro. Y ahora vamos al encomendar al autor. A ver. Ilumina el camino así busca llamas. Perfecto, bien. Tenemos un largo camino por delante. Muy bien, larguísimo. Bueno, vamos a leer todos estos capítulos y terminamos el capítulo por ahí. Empezamos por el primero, por Trivi. Tenemos dos.
In a corner of Akama, the newly arrived traveler stops for a moment. He rubs his eyes.
1, 2, 3? There's 3 identical children?
The 3 children have differing smiles. One is beaming, one has a shrewd grin, and one is smiling serenely. Yet each of them looks just as mysterious as the other 2.
Stranger, welcome to the Holy City. We will show you the way forward.
Trebios. This name has not been mentioned for some time. Only the elderly priests of Yanisopolis know the true significance of this name.
High Priest, please guide us once again as we spread our wings on this long journey.
As music from his hometown plays, the smiling children gather around the old man. They wish that the twilight breeze will carry away all tales of sadness. The end times loom like a dark cloud, hanging over the holy city's residents and shrouding them with worry.
Hello, do you need our help?
Like torches dancing in the wind, the children illuminate the alley. They wipe away the women's tears. Babies sleep amidst whispers. On the windowsill of those in prayer, their light footprints remain.
Esto es lo que vamos a hacer. Cada vez que terminemos un capítulo, si hay algo nuevo de esto, lo vamos a leer. Así no nos perdemos nada. Pero bueno, porque como se me hace muy largo, vamos a terminar de leer esto.
The citizens call them
the 3 pillars of Akama.
Yet they simply shake their heads.
There's no need to be so somber. How about we play a game together? Guess who we are?
The 3 soared and landed in front of the townsfolk.
You're Trian.
An old man says.
No, we're Treenin.
Treenin is the quietest of the trio.
Are you Treenin?
A young girl asks.
Wrong! We're actually Trian.
Trian is the most spirited of them.
Then you must be Trevi!
A child shouts.
You're right! Good job!
Trevi is as enthusiastic as she is adorable. It matters not whether they can tell the trio apart. Of most importance is their sincere smiles.
We will show you the path to take.
The children fly ahead, guiding the lost back to the main road. So, you literally show people the right path to take?
You're lucky. You merely took a wrong turn.
The children flew before me. It was rare to see them so quiet.
However, there are many more unfortunate souls who have lost their direction in life.
Fin del capítulo 1. Ok, epopeya compuesta, trillilla de destino, Tripio. O Trivios. Oh, esto me resirve los artefactos. A ver, después las Hades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 epopeyas necesito leer para tener más Hades. Un, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sí, voy a realcanzar. Continuando con Trevi.
There was once a dying soldier on the battlefield who wished to bid farewell to his lover in a distant city. The child leaned toward the soldier and said nary a word as she listened to his final words of comfort. As for the other 2 children, they were in the city, beside a bed upon which a woman was lying in eternal rest. Well, not only
Ay,
do the
perdón.
three children share each other's senses, their souls are also interconnected. When one is filled with grief, the other two will burst into tears as well.
Perhaps we should tell you some happy tales instead.
The child wipes away her tears of reminiscence.
Our greatest talent is performing Amphoreus' nursery rhymes.
Those nursery rhymes have been told over and over, that any literate child could recite them by heart.
How rude!
The child gently flicks my forehead.
You should be reflecting on the nursery rhyme author's heartfelt intentions instead.
In this lush land by gods chosen, giants raise their glasses in a toast. People commonly see the children riding on enormous flaming rockets, looking like shooting stars blazing through the holy city.
How dangerous!
An old man worriedly wishes the children to stop.
Not Trinan.
The quiet child shakes her head.
That's Trian!
The exuberant child raises her hands.
Ugh, stop nagging.
The mischievous child pouts.
Can't I just play with something I've created?
Every child in the world loves to play, and Trevios is no exception. Every child in the world is afraid of pain. Yet Trevios tries to act tough.
Initially, there were many more of us.
The others have merely gone one step ahead.
The children swore they were already adults. Yet, when they carelessly hit the city gate, they cried out in pain together. The tripartite prophecy is but a distant ritual, and the Chrysos War, a painful dream. Echoes from the Gate of Infinity occasionally jolt her awake, and the distant travels of her identical sisters sometimes inspire uncertainty within. A new journey only begins when the previous one comes to an end. Despite time marching forward endlessly, the children always manage to stay true to their hearts. They are all that remains of one another. Their senses intertwined, their souls in communion.
Ok, fin del capítulo. Completamos otra epopeya. Chabón, es re larguísimo esto, Tenemos otros Hades. Jade. A ver, vamos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Estos están bloqueados. A ver, después tenemos Fainon, Anaxagoras, Aglaea. El Midei ya lo vimos. A ver, quiero ver algo. Fainon tenemos uno. Ay, tengo un bicho acá molestándome. Listo, tomá, te maté, puto. A ver, Anaxagoras ya sabemos que tenemos uno. Aglea. Tenemos dos de Aglea. Vamos a leer los que son de A1. Y Castorais. Tenemos Castorais, bueno. Vamos a pasar con Castorais.
I see a sword that grants death, a shackle of destiny next to the silver-haired girl, worshipped at the Demise's hallow. The sword stained with unknown blood, lying shattered and snapped. The shackle chained pale wrists, dotted in thickening rust. The priest asks with a shaking voice, "Upon whose fingertips will the butterfly perch?" The girl never answers, like death itself, wreathed in silent solemnity. People often say that dying is to meet the palm of the hand of shadow, and dreaming is to be brushed by its fingers a little. In the mirages when the girl petted death, she sees black waterfalls foaming and bellowing, pouring down from a chasm in the sky, where a solitary tower withstands the mighty torrents. When she wakes, she can still feel the water's freezing touch,
and the cacophonies billow, like the wail of the dead, the howl of beasts, in confusion, delirium, and clamors hollow. The girl's embrace is not meant for the living. Thousands have entered the eternal sleep in her arms, granting to the dead solace and dignity. She mentions a ferocious warrior, feared in battle.
She did not go with a smile, but to me she cursed. Oh, life's end, how ugly you are.
And from that day on, she adorned herself. Her dress, white as a radiant moon, became always dotted with flowery petals.
Parece mariposas, ¿eh?
For if death cannot be avoided,
so says the girl,
I wish it could contain beauty more plentiful.
Among the 1,000 ceremonies in life and death, the ones she knows with most intimacy are funerals. One burial after another she presided over. From the angelic visage of a babe passed in the cradle, to the despairing eyes of the mother drowning in sorrow. From the scars on a war-battered general's torso, to the unending tears pouring from his bereft widow. Yet, she remembers not a single living human she had seen. Even in the mirror, she thinks her own face strange, with an alien glow. And the countless words buried in forgetfulness, the only thing she manages to glean is a mockery to fate, a sarcastic whistle.
Stay alive.
When she cast aside the shackles and stepped beyond Idonia, a déjà vu most violent seizes her whole. Did she, perchance, conduct some previous escape? Illusions dance across her eyes. She had once drifted in an endless river, then drove her single boat out of the deluge. She had wandered in the battlefield, covered in corpses, then recovered the path back to life. Why must she escape? Over and over again. She now knows the answer and quivers, for it is a ludicrous surmise. The woman embodying death walks this world only because she knows she must stay alive. But alas, at that time she knows not that death is not the end. It is only a butterfly landing on a withered branch, utterly meaningless, profoundly trite.
Bien, terminamos el capítulo de Castorais. Castorais, la servidora de la muerte. Castorais. Yo digo Castorais porque bueno. Estos restos, a ver. Después, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. Son un montón de Popeyos, Popeye el marino, soy... Bueno, vamos con Aglea. Ah, que tiene dos. Ah, para, decía volver el índice, ¿no? Ah, sos un forro, así no tengo que apretarle X. Bueno. Finon. A ver. Vamos a leer los dos de Aglea.
Akama, a city that warriors look back upon
Parece corto,
before marching toward the battlefield. The holy city, just as the poets of the city have sung.
The epitome of magnificence, unbounded benevolence.
And the beauty of the holy city is like Aglaya herself, dressed in finery and of noble birth. She is the dressmaster of Akama, the one who weaves with golden threads.
But there's one thing she'll never be able to achieve.
A jealous whisper can be a golden thread's quiver, and a gentle wind rustles by her ear. She maintains her silence, but others fan the flames. Is that so hard? Her scissors and rulers are better.
Lady Aglaya,
Hey, no
grace
apreté.
our eyes with your most elegant creation.
No apreté nada, lo juro.
No.
Ingratiating words do not sit well with me, nor do duplicitous machinations.
Bueno, ya está, ya fue.
Her
Pero-
gaze flits across the stoa, equally regarding every member of the public. They used to wonder, how exactly do her eyes perceive if something is beautiful or not? As with the holy city that's perpetually bathed in light. How do people tell apart cozy mornings and frosty nights? For the Weaver, the answer lies in her golden threads. Golden threads of the goddess of romance now serve as her hands and eyes. The colors of the world, intertwined with the undertones of human hearts, come flooding toward her. These golden threads are no less prideful.
As long as the thread has form, it is enough to craft seamless finery. Hardly a challenge. None of these pose a challenge.
The same word rolls off her tongue twice. The latter as soft as a sigh. The one who weaves gold gazes past me, fixed on something much farther. The network of threads that entwine all between the heaven and earth. The only challenge that she relentlessly dedicates herself to. Weaving the fate of Akama into a flawless, seamless outcome.
Fin del capítulo. Aglia, la tejedora de oro. Y ya que estamos, vamos a ver el 2.
A long line stretched across the square. Merchants, shopkeepers, and even high society elite, all lined up together without distinction. At the head of the line was the path to Aglaya's abode. Is the holy city's fashion trendsetter going to reveal her newest masterpiece?
She's about to get rid of her failed pieces!
Now I see why the holy city is free of worries. Even as the end nears, they're still obsessed with lavish clothing.
New to Akama, a visitor from elsewhere ends up utterly bewildered at the sight. It is said that a family of priests who worship Nestia go way back with the Weaver. But what was once a sacred duty
No apreté
was
nada.
misunderstood by the beauty obsessed, who mistook fallen shreds for priceless treasures.
Are flawed creations really still worth the people's adoration?
The Weaver shakes her head. She seems to have forgotten something. It is precisely the flawed hero who walks ahead of the crowd, who casts a long shadow over the world, and who strides toward everlasting daylight. There are, nevertheless, people whom the Weaver is willing to sew and tailor for. Her conditions, though.
Beauty sharp as a blade, and the relentless pursuit of beauty.
Me! I want to be showered with a thunderous ovation and lots of flowers.
A melodramatic poet speaks up.
I want to stir her emotions.
Este sí fui yo.
The voice of a blushing young boy.
Do I fit the bill? My sister and I are refugees from the Abyss. I want to get a pair of shoes for her.
A seated child speaks up. Next to him is a barefooted girl, staying silent, with her head kept low. Unfortunately, gold threads are willful things. They are never swayed by sympathy or pity. A tense and worried look surfaces on the young child's countenance. The specks of dirt on his face brought back memories of a past encounter.
Go.
The Weaver begins.
Go to the 3 children in the city.
As messengers of Yanis, they will bring him the shoes he hopes for.
Fin del capítulo. Ok. Pura ficción o historia eterna. Ganamos un logro, perfecto. Vamos a ver la de Fainon y mañana leemos la de Anaxagoras. Mañana. Quise decir, al siguiente capítulo leo la de Anaxagoras. Vamos a leer la de Fainon. Un viaje de perdido. ¿Qué tal? Está bien.
Untitled statues are a prevalent sight. As for the inspiration behind these statues, they are said to be the clay figures that Kefili made at the world's creation. They made clay figures in their likeness, bestowed upon them the breath of life, and allowed the golden divinity of their blood. Thus, the very first mortals roamed the earth, receiving the god's mercy while realizing the sorrows of this world. In front of a statue, the people of the holy city beheld a man, Finan of Ides Elysiae. He never spoke of his origins, only using this name to nonchalantly identify himself.
That's not really his name, is it?
People cast sidelong glances at him. The man merely responds with a breezy smile, neither confirming.
No estoy apretando, se aprieta solo.
Finan is a soldier, one with divinity coursing through his veins. Responding to the Gold Weaver's rally call, he traveled long and far to reach the holy city, eager to bring light to the hero's path.
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, where life too seems as small as a speck of dust.
Ballads reach him through the breeze, as though soft voices meant for him.
No matter. My existence is of little consequence.
Ides Elysiae, the man's hometown. Some have searched for that distant village,
Ya, no voy a apretar nada.
yet found it neither written about nor passed down through song. In every nostalgic reflection, the man crafted a vision of paradise with his exquisite poetry. Yet, within the ancient texts of the holy city, the history of that frontier village remains more obscure than the days to come. In the far-off future, the land of Amphoreus will bear the marks of the hero's footsteps. With sword in hand, the man will inscribe an eternal mark in the Chrysos epic. Yet his real name may never be heard in this world again.
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
Some, too, losing themselves at the very beginning of their journey.
Y terminamos con Fainon, el héroe sin nombre. No dice Fainon, o sea que Fainon es Fainon. Parece que dice deidad. Así que bueno. Para el próximo capítulo vamos a leer el de Anaxagoras. Pero bueno, hay... Ya está, ya bloqueé las dos constelaciones que tenía pendientes de la Trazacaminos. Y sí, como dije, nos queda uno que es el de Anaxagoras, que desbloqueamos hace rato. Pero lo vamos a dejar en el próximo capítulo. Así que... Bueno, eso. Nada más que decir. Gracias por acompañarme, suscríbanse al canal Julio Gameplays CMNX en Instagram, la plataforma morada. Y en el próximo capítulo seguimos con el modo historia de Amphoreus, la misión Trazacaminos de Honkai Star Rail. Gracias por acompañarme, un saludo a todos y nos vemos en la próxima.